Commander Foy. I'm the Joint Blood Program Officer for U.S. Pacific Command. And I'd like to tell you a couple things. Talk about the importance, one, of how important you are to not only U.S. Pacific Command, but also the Armed Services Blood Program. So with that said, General Jones, Colonel Barham, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, our donor recruiters, and most of all, our blood donors. On behalf of Admiral Willard, the U.S. Pacific Commander, Rear Admiral Anderson, the U.S. Pacific Command Surgeon, all the soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marine, and Coast Guard men all over the world whose lives have been saved because of your efforts, I want to say thank you for your support of the Armed Services Blood Program. It's blood donor centers like Tripler that support missions of the Armed Services Blood Program all over the world. First, there are the wars that we have in Iraq and Afghanistan. And if you think about it, you think about the Pacific. But a lot of you don't know that Tripler actually supports that war effort. Second is our special operations that happen in the Pacific and exercises that we have here. Some of them, Cobra Gold, Balakatan, where blood products are critically needed to actually save lives. And we have done that on 2 Cobra Golds successively. Some of you don't know that Tripler actually also has a significant blood quota, which Emmett, I have to thank your folks. When they see me coming, for the last 3 years, we have significantly doubled that quota significantly for the last 3 years. What they do is they send blood to the Armed Services Blood Processing Laboratory at Travis Air Force Base to support not only our efforts in PACOM, but also so we can get blood into the combat zone within 72 hours. It's donor centers like Tripler that makes that happen. Second, the U.S. Pacific Command has been involved in many, as you know, humanitarian assistance missions, natural disaster missions such as tsunamis, earthquake relief missions, mudslides, flooding, typhoons, to name a few, and most important, our Pacific Partnership missions with the use of the hospital ship Mercy, amphibious casualty treatment receiving ships like Peleliu, Boxer, and Essex. It's donor centers like Tripler, and their mission has changed significantly over the last years, that we use those guys to stop those ships when they come here and transit through the Pacific. Third is the local treatment for the patients here in Tripler. One of our largest transfusion centers, 55% of the products that they collect are transfused here at Tripler, and they use the rest to stock the ships and support the fleet. They use that for surgeries, deliveries, treating cancers, and other diseases. So I would hope that you would understand and appreciate the work that not only happens at Tripler, but the work that you do in support of the Armed Service Blood Program. And last, I would like to say, I would be remiss if I did not share my own experience and personal experience with the Armed Services Blood Program and how it affected me. You see, my daughter actually has sickle cell disease. And back in 1998, I was on my way to New York, and my daughter developed some difficulty breathing. We actually didn't know what was going on. We actually turned around and went back to Walter Reed, and she had what was called parvovirus B19. It's a virus that suppresses your marrow and actually stops you from actually producing blood cells. My daughter was transfusion dependent and received several transfusions at Walter Reed Army Medical Center that really saved her life. So I guess, and I always talk to my daughter, I guess it was fate that I became a specialist in blood banking, because the blood product that I collected saved her life. And finally, sometimes when I walk around, people look at me, they walk up to me every day, they tell me thank you for my service in the uniform and being a hero. However, what they never think about, and when they do that, they actually think about our warriors, our wounded warriors, and those heroes from current and past wars. What they do not think about is the people behind the scenes like you, our donor recruiters who are working very hard every day to get blood and donors to attempt to donate every day. The collection teams to get the blood that we need to save the lives of those warriors and patients like my daughter Kayla every day. So on behalf of the U.S. Pacific Commander, our Surgeon Admiral Michael Anderson, I strongly say and with deepest conviction, thank you for your donation, thank you for your service, and your support and commitment of the Armed Services Blood Program. Thank you.